Namaste. Let us work out a different type of problem. Tushar submits the following figures relating to his business in respect of the year 31st December 2017. So he submits the details. You are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended and the balance sheet as on 31st December 2017. Okay, first thing you should read the problem thoroughly. Then you'll understand which are the things that you are supposed to do. See here, any difference in cash balance is assumed to be drawings. This is very important. That means they have given certain cash transactions. Okay, so if there is any balance in the cash book, that is considered as drawings. Clear? So they have given a few items. Let's see where it goes, where it appears. Cash paid into the bank. So when we are paying the cash to the bank, what is the transaction? Cash goes out and bank receives it, right? So bank account debtor to cash account. So it will appear in both the accounts, cash and bank. Okay. Here all these transactions, certain transactions they said, uh, see it is paid into the bank, payment out of bank. Okay. So all these things are there. So we have to prepare the cash book where there are cash column as well as bank column. Okay. So here cash paid into the bank. So it appears in the cash column as well as bank column in the cash book. Clear? Private dividends paid into the bank. See, what is this private dividend? The proprietor has gets his private dividend and he is investing in the business. That is, he is depositing into the bank account. He is depositing. That means what? He is getting an additional capital. So you know where it appears additional capital. One thing we have to write in the cash book because it is a receipt, correct? Dividend received and it is deposited in the bank of the business. So it is a receipt and it appears as additional capital in the balance sheet. Clear? This 4,000. This you remember. Then private payments out of the bank. So there are private payments out of bank. So payment should be made through the bank. So this usually called as drawings. Then payment to creditors out of bank. So there is payment. So in the cash book, bank column, we have to write payment and we have to write in the creditors also. Paid to creditors. Cash received from debtors. It is receipt, appear in the cash book. Okay. And we have to write in the debtors because cash received from debtors. Wages. Again payment in the cash book and appears in the trading account. Carriage inwards. Payment in the cash book appears in the trading account. Rent and rates. Payment, it appears in the profit and loss account. Lighting and heating. It's a payment appears in trading account. Sometimes they write in the profit and loss account also. Not much difference. But usually lighting and heating we are writing in the trading account. But your net profit will be same. It will not differ. Okay, so we better consider it is writing in the trading account. Then bad debts. See all these things come in the cash book. Okay, we have to write in the cash book all these things. But here bad debt we are not writing in the cash book. Can you guess why? Because there is not actually any payment or any receipt in the case of bad debt, right? So we are not supposed to write in the cash book, but we have to write in the profit and loss account and we have to write in the debtors account. Then general expenses, again it is a payment in the cash book and profit and loss account. Discount received, here also we are not writing in the cash book. Okay, because we are not receiving any cash. What they do, who is going to give the discount? Creditor, right? So discount received is an income for us, so it appears in the profit and loss account. And our total creditors amount, what we owe to the creditors, that will come down, right? So creditors account, but in the cash book we are not supposed to write. Then payment to creditors, so we are making the payment to the creditors by cash. So this is a payment and we have to write in the creditors account. Clear? So each and every item you should make sure where it goes. And they have given the assets and liabilities. See, opening balances they have given, closing balances they have given. Clear? And see, when there is opening balance, there is no capital. We have to find out the capital. Okay, one more thing here. I told you in the case of asset, okay, buildings, opening and closing balance is given. And if there is difference, that is considered as depreciation. So you should not forget this. So there is depreciation, right? And all these are the opening balances and closing balances. Okay, opening balance sheet. So let us write all the items opening date. See, all these we are entering, all these things. And we have to find out what is the opening capital of the business. So creditors, cash, bank, everything we have written. And balancing figure will be this one. See, this is the balancing figure, 3,90,600. Okay, here they have given a note. In this problem, both cash and bank transactions are given. So, we have to prepare cash book with cash and bank columns. Okay. Let us prepare the cash book. So, there are two columns, cash column as well as bank column. This is very easy. When there is bank transaction, we have to write in the bank column. Otherwise, cash column. Clear? So, opening balance, it is given in the opening balance sheet. So, opening balance is given. We are writing it. Then one by one we can see cash deposited into the bank. So what will happen? Bank account debtor to cash account 3 lakh and same. So it is in the bank column. So cash column by bank account. So this is a contra entry. So in your plus 2 you might have studied this. So what is the journal entry? Say when you are depositing the cash into a bank, it will be bank account debtor to cash account. So in the bank column, okay, we have to write to cash. Clear? 3 lakh. And in the cash column, we have to write by bank 3 lakh. Clear? Okay, that is only one important point. Then private dividend. He has introduced his private dividend. I told you, you have to consider it as a capital. Don't write two private dividend. Two capital you write. Two capital in the bracket private dividends. And he is depositing in the bank. So bank transaction we are writing. Then debtors. This is cash account debtor to debtors account. That means what? Debtors are giving the money. So we are receiving cash from the debtors. So cash column we are writing. Then, so all these are the receipt side, you know, right? So these are the receipts. So whatever we have written as receipts, we have to write on the receipt side. And whatever payments we have made, so we have to write on the payment side. That's it. Okay. Then payments. This one done. Then drawings. So drawings in the bank 52,000. I told you that time. So you should write by drawings account in the bracket private payment. Then by creditors. So through bank whatever they have taken, that we have to write here. Then all other expenses, wages, carriage inwards, rent and rates, lighting, because these are the actual payments that we have made. General expenses. Okay. Then cash is paid to the creditors. So we are writing creditors. So everything we have to write. And the balancing figure we have to find out. Just see, only concentrate on bank transactions. How many transactions are there? Opening is there, bank closing is there. Correct? That is given. Other than that, how many transactions? One is this cash deposited, that is bank. Then he deposited his additional capital, that is private dividend, that is bank 2. Then he received the like for private payments, he encashed the money from the bank 52, third. And they have made the payment to the creditors through bank 4. Only 4 transactions are there. Okay, you can once again revise it. See, only 4 transactions. Here 1, 2, receipt bank, 3, and 4. Because this is bank, 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 bank. Is it clear? Don't get confused. It's very easy, very simple. Remaining everything will be cash payments. So now bank column, we have to make the total and it will get tallied. So buy balance carried down. This is a closing balance which is given in the like they have given the information, closing balances that we have written. But the difference will come here only in the cash book. See here, this one. See, this is the difference. So debit side and credit side you have to make the total and the balancing figure will be this one 14,600. So this you have to take into consideration. This is the balancing figure and they said balancing figure in the cash book should be considered as drawings. Is it clear? Okay. Then what we are supposed to do? Cash book is ready. Total debtors account we have to prepare. Debtors account opening balance is given, right? Closing balance is given. Then cash received from the debtors. So you know, debit side will increase the value of debtors, credit side will decrease the value of debtors. Cash received from the debtors, it will decrease the value. Bad debts, right? Closing balance is given, credit sales. From the debtors account, we are finding out the credit sales. Creditors account. So opening balance on the credit side, credit purchases will be the balancing figure here, usually. So opening balance we have written, then to bank. That means what? Cash paid to the creditors. Okay, through the bank. See, for creditors, two type of payment we made in this problem. Through the bank account, we have given 2,44,000 and cash payment we made 76,000. So both we are writing because these are the payments made to the creditors and they have allowed the discount. When they are giving us the discount, the creditors value will come down. So discount account. Closing balance is given. So this is the balancing figure. Credit purchases will be the balancing figure. Here, credit sales will be the balancing figure. Okay. Next, profit trading and profit and loss account we are preparing. So opening stock is given, correct? Opening stock, it is given. The information is given. Then purchases, credit purchases we found out, right? Then wages, carriage inwards. I told you that time. Trading account we have to write all these things. Carriage inwards, lighting and heating. Sales, credit sales we found out by preparing the debtors account. Then closing stock, it is given, closing balance. So the balancing figure will be the gross profit. Gross profit brought down. Then all the other expenses. That time I told you profit and loss account where we are supposed to post. See, rent and rates, bad rates, general expenses, depreciation. They haven't told anything about depreciation, but when they have given the asset value, opening and closing, we have to check opening plus additional minus closing usually. So additional assets are not there. So opening minus closing we have to see. So 20,000 is the value that has been decreased. So that is the depreciation. Depreciation on furniture. Two assets are there. Here discount received because we are receiving the discount from creditors and creditors are related to our business. Right? This is not the private payment. Here we are not writing the dividend received. Why? Because dividend received is a private payment they said. So we are not supposed to do so. So only discount received we are writing. So total 79,000 plus 5,000, 84,000. Both the sides 84,000 and if you are deducting all these, the balancing figure will be 36,800. That is the net profit. Is that clear? So the net profit will be 36,800. Next, balance sheet. So balance sheet usually capital. We are starting with the capital, right? So capital, opening capital. Opening capital we got from the opening balance sheet 3,90,600. Add net profit 36,800. Add additional capital 4,000. I told you that time. He is investing his private dividend to the business. So, into the business, it is considered as additional capital 4,000. Less drawings. Drawings, cash as well as check. Both from the cash as well as from the bank he received 52,000 plus 14,600. So, 66,600. Clear? So, when we are calculating the capital, the final amount will be 3,64,800. Then creditors, closing balance is given. Opening and closing, both the balances they have given in the problem, right? So we are writing the same. So cash, which one we have to write? Cash book, closing balance. In the cash book, there are two columns, right? Cash and bank. So both we have to write closing balance of cash as well as closing balance of bank. Then sundry debtors, closing balance. Stock closing, investment closing, furniture also closing balance only we can write directly. But how did we get this 50,000? That we have to show. 60,000 minus 10,000. Building. Clear? I hope you understood the problem. Thank you.